Good early morning. Ooh, that was lightning. Wasn't it a fun storm last night? Did it wake you up? We needed it. I wanted to take a walk through of the store because I am on a roll. Such a rare roll for those of us who are readers. There are times when we are casting about for books and feeling kind of desperate. And then there are times, and they are the best of times, when we are on a roll. You guys, I'm here to tell you that these books have kept me in my hidey hole. Everything I open up turns into magic. I've got the magic touch. I started with, my friend really recommends Reese Bowen. She writes everything, mysteries, all kinds of things. And this historical fiction is exactly what you think of when you think of historical fiction. It does happen to be mostly World War II, but what great stories. That got me started. And then I just kept going. You guys know that this is my book of the year for the first 4 or 5 months. I absolutely loved it. You've heard me talk about it. And then came this, and that, and this, and that. And these are my next two. And I've written all about them on these cards here. And of course, I'll be talking about them at our Champagne and Maple Leaves event, which is just about 6 weeks away. But I'm so crazy for these books. I really want to talk to you about them. And I just think this display looks smashing, even on this lightning day. Coming up too, which I'm really excited about, also in September, is Peter Vogt, whose greeting cards we've had for a long time, because he, as a hobby, started photographing the Morton Arboretum 20 years ago. It is the Arboretum's 100th anniversary this year, and he just has gotten great at it. And so all 4 seasons, of course, are depicted in here, and a lot of times he, right next door to the other, shows the same grove or the same planting 6 months apart, so you can really see how gorgeous the Arboretum is all the seasons of the year. So come see him. You will absolutely delight in meeting him. It's in September. It's on the 8th. And then this one I thought was so perfect, and I actually haven't told Peter about this book yet, but it is a nomenclature of colors, newly issued, and it has to do with categorizing. 1821 it was written, and Darwin referred to it. In terms of nature and how we observe it, it creates a color palette. And this is just the right gift, not just for Peter, but for, you know, exactly that sort of person who enjoys the exquisite detail of design, or seeing nature and looking closely at it and figuring out what is that color exactly. Ooh, love this one. Peter, can't wait to show you. So we certainly still have summer up and about. Oh, and gosh, now's the time. We are getting close to being done taking reservations for Susan Branch. She is coming, as you guys may have heard, on August 10th. You get a copy of her new book at the price of the ticket. All of her stuff is great. Her memoirs really captured me. And then we have a whole bunch of new things in. Barefoot Books has been a publisher that I raised my children with. And for 30 years, this is their 30th anniversary, they have really captured childhood and the wonder of story, and in a global perspective. And I got back in touch with the publisher because someone sent to me an article of people coming into local bookstores and turning around and maybe even hiding global covered books, in other words, people of color, black and brown, on the covers. And I didn't know that was a thing until I read the newspaper article. Someone sent it to me, and I realized it had happened at Prairie Path Books. And I didn't know that that's the scuffle and kerfuffle I had seen, some messes in our displays. But that's a tough one. And anyway, Barefoot Books is my rejoinder. Always great. Always inclusive. Gorgeous. So it's coming to that time of year when some people like to think and talk about back to school. And it's funny because I just put these out and they are selling. And you see I kept them in a little hidey hole back here. And I have some that I haven't even put out yet because I know it's not, you know, and it's not for everybody. But some people like to think about back to school even when we haven't even had our ocean vacations yet, some of us. So know that they're here, we're thinking about you, and know that the staff is equally dreading and looking forward to turning over the entire store into sort of a fall look. It's all gonna change in the next couple weeks. I'm sorry, you people that love summer, I hate to do it to you. But we are gonna keep that in mind. And for those of you who like to plan ahead, we do have our back to school things ready for you, even as we focus still on summer. Love you guys.